Are you wondering if any of the birthmarks you have are connected to a past life? Are you trying to understand which birthmarks come from a past life and which don't? In this video, I'll share with you everything you need to know about past life birthmarks, the types of birthmarks, how to identify them, and how to relate them to your past lives. I'm George Lizos, and I empower lightworkers with tools and guidance to find, follow, and fulfill their life purpose. If you're ready to follow yours, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'm also excited to announce that my new book, Lightworkers Gotta Work, is now available to order on Amazon. The book's biggest message is that the world won't change sitting in meditation pillows all day long. The world changes when lightworkers such as you and me light up, get clear on our life purpose, and take consistent action towards it. The book will help you embrace both the divine feminine and masculine energies so that you not only know your light, but you work it to create big positive change in the world. I'll pop the link for it in the description below so you can check it out. I want to start by sharing a story of how past lives affect and can create physical marks on our present life bodies. It's not necessarily a birthmark story, but it showcases the process through which past life birthmarks manifest. A few years ago, I had a client who came to me with a serious case of eczema and psoriasis. Her entire body was covered in dry patches of skin. She tried everything to heal it, but nothing had worked. I had a hunch that this could be related to a past life, so we did a past life regression. In the regression, we found out that in her past life, she was a boy who was consistently beaten up with chains by his dad, so that his entire body was covered in wounds, similar to the ones she had in her present lifetime. It was a tough situation to forgive, but having guided her through a past life therapy process, she was able to do so. As a result, her eczema and psoriasis had eventually completely cleared in the present lifetime. This is the power of past life therapy. And in this video, I'll share with you tools and guidance that you can use to get to the root cause of the physical past life birthmarks or conditions that you have. To understand how and why past life birthmarks and other conditions manifest, you first need to understand the nature of the soul. Our soul has experienced multiple human incarnations, and although we cannot remember them from within the limited perspective of the human mind, when we connect with and perceive life from the identity and perspective of our soul, our eternal self, the memories from all our past lives become available to us right now. From this perspective, it makes perfect sense for something we experienced in a past life, whether this is physical or emotional trauma, skill, talent, or knowledge, to affect our present lifetime. Past life birthmarks specifically manifest when there is an unresolved physical trauma in the past lifetime that needs to be resolved in the present lifetime. This may be because a soul hasn't spent enough time in between the two lifetimes to resolve that trauma, or because that soul had repeatedly experienced the same kind of trauma in multiple lifetimes, so that it expects and therefore creates its manifestation in the present life too. Sometimes these physical traumas appear as birthmarks, but other times they appear as physical wounds that we create during our present lifetime. The example of my client's eczema is such an example, but also are any scars we may get from accidents, abuse, or surgery. In my experience with regressing people for over 10 years, most present life traumas, especially childhood traumas, are remnants of unresolved past life traumas. Past life birthmarks and other newly created physical wounds almost always appear at the same place as the original trauma, and they take the shape, color, and characteristics of the original wound. For example, if you've been burned in a past life, your present life birthmark will most likely look like a burn, even if it's not. There are as many types of past life birthmarks as there are past life wounds, but there are a few that appear more often. These are usually related to historical plagues, pandemics, wars, and mass persecution. For example, many people, especially lightworkers, have burn marks, branding marks, and torture marks related to the witch hunts and the persecution of healers and intuitives in the past. Other wounds resemble plague and leprosy marks related to these past global pandemics. Some of the most common birthmarks are bullet, stab, and arrow wounds, which are a result of war, and others include suicide or surgery wounds. I'm curious, do you have any of these birthmarks? Which types do you have? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know more about them. Although it may not be possible to heal the actual birthmark, you can definitely heal the past life trauma that created it. The easiest way to do this is through past life regression. Past life regression is a form of hypnosis during which you're able to have a visual experience or remembrance of one or more of your past lives. Hypnosis, for the purpose of past life regression, is simply the art of relaxing your mind and body significantly so that your consciousness is free to remember the past. What's important to note is that hypnosis and past life regression do not involve going to sleep. During the regression, you're 100% conscious and you're simply in a very relaxed state. If you feel that past life regression is the right next step for you to heal the past life trauma that created your birthmark, feel free to get in touch with me to book a one-to-one past life regression. I also have a free video series here on YouTube sharing more information about past lives, such as learning about past life connections, experiencing past life therapy, exploring your past life in Atlantis, and meeting your past life soulmates. I'll pop the link for that playlist in the description below so you can check it out. Finally, I share more guidance of past lives in my free Facebook group for lightworkers called Your Spiritual Toolkit. It's full of trainings, prompts, and guidance from others and myself to guide you on your path. If you feel called to join us, I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, Lightworker. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something. And I hope you're a step closer to learning about and healing your past life birthmarks. Please let me know in the comments any questions you have about past life birthmarks or regression. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.